mini light bar, LED light bar, and the way I had it ran, it was coming over and coming inside the door, and it wasn't enough cable on it to run to the front. It has the cigarette lighter switch on it with the pattern button also. And what it was actually doing is it didn't reach, so I had to reach behind it, which wasn't a huge deal. So I thought about wiring it up to my switch that has the rest of my strobes, the hideaways and stuff on, and I think that's what I'm going to do. But my problem is I didn't want to cut because the thing comes with a 5-year warranty. I am going to take it off, so I didn't want to have to put a plug or go through the third brake light or anything like that. So I was trying to think of a way to do it that would be good, minus the wire that's going to go around the back, but that's not a huge deal to me, especially since I'm taking it off. I may change later, but this is what I think I'm going to do for this season. So what I've started to do is I came through, hopefully it shows up, I popped this off and this, and behind there is a, hopefully it comes out, right down here is a vent. There's one on the other side too. There's also a grommet hole down there where I have the air compressor lines and the power lines and stuff for that running into the air compressor, but the hole's not big enough to get the cigarette lighter through, or the socket. So what I was able to do, there's enough room to come in through that, and it still allows it to latch and shut. And then I came up and put this back on, and I ran through the hole here, which this isn't one that great. I'm gonna have to mess with that. So anyway, the cigarette lighter runs right through here for my top strobe light, and there you can see the compressor and stuff for the airbags. Anyway, so what I did and I'm doing is I bought for $9. I bought this little actually what it did is, where you can see where I cut it and soldered it, need some tape on there, got some shrink stuff, but anyway, it actually had 2 plugs to go on your battery, so you could actually take your battery and hook it in your battery and then have 12-volt power. So I cut those off, soldered it to some wire. Now I'm running it, as you can see, running it along underneath this tray. I've taken the tray out, so it's ran up underneath this tray, and what it's going to do is it's going to sit back here. Once it'll come up, I'm going to run up this one, I'll be able to plug my light in back here, and the wires will be out of the way. Now I'll pick whatever strobe I want, pattern that I want, and it'll just stay back here, and then I'll just have to be happy with that for now. And then so I'll run it through here, which I've already done, and I ran it through here. You can see the black and red excuse me. I ran it underneath these little clips and then up underneath here, and so then I'm going to come out. I'm about to pull this off, and I'll pull the part of the stash off real easy, and I'm going to run it into my switch that's here. That way whenever I power my other strobes up, the light bar will come on too, so I'll be able to turn it on. I just won't be able to change it. Basically, you can see it down there. That's where my light bar is plugged in. So basically all I did is put an extra cigarette lighter back here. Okay, ran through there, the seatbelt goes through underneath this step plate, kick plate, whatever you want to call it, underneath there, underneath this one, and there's some snaps which I think you see in the other video that got underneath, and it comes out through there. And actually I have it, I don't have it exactly the way I want. I'm gonna have to tuck that a little better, but you can't see it from back here, but I still don't like it. Runs up underneath, and now what happens is, as you can see, nothing. So like I said, I had it into my first upfitter switch, which then I turn the upfitter switch on, then I turn that on, and what ends up happening is it turns on my strobes on my truck, and so I turn them all on. Switch. Like I said, I cannot change the pattern. Now that it's into that switch, I don't have it wired that way. I just have it into the plug-in. But what I can do is, if I don't like that pattern, which I'll figure out which one to do, I can just go back here, click it, find the one I want, and these extra wires again are my compressor for the airbags. But I can go back here, fix one I want, and it'll just be set that way. And then when I turn it on, it will be one with the rest of them, and I just have that one wire going down, which isn't great, but like I said, I don't want to cut it yet. Not sure I want to do that, so that'll work.